Hey guys, welcome to a new video on trigonometry with me, Angad. Today we're gonna talk about trigonometric questions and answers. The reason why this video is based or themed on question and answers is because I personally think that through question and answers, I can explain you guys the topics and subtopics much more efficiently and effectively and I think thoroughly. So let's start with a recap of the last two videos. These are four questions in which we have to use the Pythagoras theorem to find the unknown sides, and the unknown functions. If you know the answers to these questions, of course you would, because if you have seen my last video, then pause the video and work out your answers. Here are the answers to these four questions. I have worked them out step by step. I've shown you every step and not missed a single step, I hope. So, in question number 1 and 2, I gave you the exact, or you can say the approximate values of under root 7500 and under root 9900, which are 86.6 and 99.5. I got these from the calculator. It isn't important that you use these values because these can be wrong. They can be rounded off wrongly. You can use these values, which are exact 30 under root 11 and 50 under root 3. The rest questions I didn't use it because I didn't have the need to. You can pause the video for 5 seconds and cross check your answers. These are the fill in the blanks for trigonometric ratios for specific angles. What you have to do is you have to fill in these blanks with these trigonometric ratios for these specific angles. These angles are 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 9 degree. If you have memorized these values like I did, or like I have, so you can easily fill in these blanks. If you haven't, you can see the answers, which I'm going to give you in a moment. But before I give you these answers, please, if you know the answers, write them on a piece of paper and then see these answers. These are the answers to these fill in the blanks. If you don't remember them, please memorize them by heart, because if you don't, you're gonna miss out a lot of stuff, because these values come pretty handy in trigonometry and in your future. And there's a really easy way which I personally used, and I think you just have to learn these first 5 values. Because for example, 0 degree, 0, half, 1 by root 2, under 3 by 2, and 1. Now if you reverse the order, which becomes 1 under root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, half, and 0, you get the cos value. And now, as I told you in my first video, that sine by cos is equal to tan. So 0 by 1, 0. Half by under root 3 by 2 is 1 by root 3. Under root 2 by under root 2 is 1. Under root 3 by 2 by half is under root 3. And 1 by 0, well, it is undefined. Cosec, sec, cot are the opposite values of sine, cos, tan, or you can say one cosec is equal to 1 by sine, sec is equal to 1 by cos, and tan is equal to 1 by, and cot is equal to 1 by tan. Ah, looky. So these are the equations based on trigonometric ratios for specific angles. So what you have to do is that you have to substitute the trigonometric ratio with the specific angle. For example, it is 3 here. It shows 3 by cos 30. So the value of cos 30 is under root 3 by 2. So then you write it as 3 by under root 3 by 2, which becomes 3 divided by under root 3 by 2, which then further becomes 3 multiplied by under root by 2 by under root 3, which becomes 6 by under root 3. The same with 5 by cot 60, 7 by sin 30, and the rest. If you know these answers, please write them on a paper showing all of your working out and then see these answers. Here are the answers for these 5 questions. I've showed you my working out from step to step. I've even simplified them in the end for you. You can pause the video for 5 seconds and then cross check your answers. Here in question number 5 it shows 0 by 3. So when you type in a calculator 0 by 3, it isn't undefined. So 0 by 1 is 0. So 0 by 3, well, I don't know. I'll tell you that in the next video. Look at this cool emoji. This emoji gives you a thumbs up or a best of luck for these 5 or 10 challenge questions. So, what are these challenge questions? Where did they come from? And what are they based on? These challenge questions they came from, well, my mind, because I made them on my own, and from a few sites where I took my help. I can't name them because, well, it's confidential. So, these are based on new topics and some old topics. Those old topics which are reversed. For example, question number 3. If in triangle ABC, right angle at A, if tan B is equal to 7 by 24, what is the value of sine B? So as you know, tan is equal to opposite over adjacent. So the opposite side to angle B is 7 and the adjacent is 24. You can find the hypotenuse by the Pythagoras theorem and then find the sine B. This is a reverse question, like in the last slides or in the last uh, videos I asked you what is tan. So for example, what is tan A, tan B? So you gave the numerical values, they were given to you. In this they're also given to you, but you have to draw a triangle which is right angled at A, and then B can be anywhere in the above angle or the below angle. You can give it anywhere because the answer will come same, and then you can just the opposite to B would be 7 and the adjacent side to B would be 24 units. Then you can find the value of sine B. So I will now be reading out each of these 10 questions. So question number 1. In triangle XYZ, right angle at X, the base XY is 10 units and the perimeter of the triangle is 60 units. Find cot XYZ and sine XYZ. So this time I've just given you one side and the whole perimeter. So this becomes interesting and while creepy, because you don't know the answers. Some of you may, but whoever you don't, it's okay. It's pretty normal because I'm gonna give you the answers to this in the next video. So here's a bit of hint. So the question number 1, the base is xy. So the base would be xy, the hypotenuse would be yz, and the altitude would be xz. So now you know the perimeter and the base, but you don't know any of the angles except for 90. So you can't use 90 because it's really, it can't be done because you know the specific trigonometric ratios for 90, but you don't know the working out behind it. Because for example, sine 90 is 1, so you can't just write 1 because that's like impossible. It can't be done. If the hypotenuse is 1, then the base can't be 10. So let's see. You will be using xy plus xz plus yz is equal to 60, which is all of the sides is equal to 60, which is the perimeter. Then substitute xy with 10 because xy is equal to 10. 10 plus xz plus yz is equal to 60. Xz plus yz is equal to 50. Then xz is equal to 50 minus yz, and yz is equal to 50 minus xz. Now you can use the Pythagoras theorem and substitute xz or yz from with the values which I just gave you, which are 50 minus yz and 50 minus xz. You can even find this by working out it on your own. Question number 2. In triangle PQR, at P, right angled at P, the base PQ is x units, the hypotenuse QI is 3x minus 2, and the altitude is PQ, which is equal to 2x plus 2 units. Find the lengths of the sides of the angle of the triangles. So, as you can see, every side has one thing in common, which is x. So all the variables are same, which are x, x, x. You can now use the Pythagoras theorem because all of them are x, and you can subtract, add, and find the value of x, and then substitute the value of x with the numerical value of x with the alphabetical value of x, which is x. So, for example, if x is 5, I don't know, I haven't worked it out right now, but for example, if the base is x is 5, so base is 5, qr is 15 minus 2, which is 13, and the altitude is, which is pq, is 12. So this is just an example. These aren't the exact values or the answer. I just gave you an example to show you how you will be working out this question. Question number 3. Question number 3 I just told you a few moments ago. So you can play the video back to know the how we do question number 3 and the answer. No, not the answer. I just give you a big hint, major hint. Question number 4. Find sin A multiplied by tan A by cot A multiplied by cosec C. This is a diagram based question. The diagram for question number 4 is this. You have to find all these sides, and these are the four angles. So you have to find sin A, tan A, and cot A and cosec C. So you might be wondering that tan A has two opposites, this and this, but you would be using only this, the line DB, because if you see the other triangle, which is triangle CBD, in that the opposite to 13 is B, and it's a hypotenuse, so it can't, so angle A can't have an hypotenuse of another triangle as its opposite. So this altitude, which is serving as the uh, common line for both triangles, triangle DBA and CBD, is the opposite to A. So this is really easy. You can do it because here you have given two measurements of the side. Then you can use Pythagoras theorem. Then you can find the altitude. Then you have the measurement of BD and BA. You can find the hypotenuse, and by that you'll get all of the values, and then you can find this. Question number 5. In triangle ABC, right angle at B, if tan A is equal to 9 by 14 units, what is the value of sin B and tan B? Question number 5 and question number 3 are same questions, so I've already given you the explanation on how to do it. Question number 6. Question number 6 to 10 are a bit more higher level. They are a bit more high. They might not be known by everyone. Some may do, others may not. It's perfectly normal. Question number 6. 10 multiplied by sin x minus 5 cos x is equal to 6 cos x. A little bit hint, you will be opening the brackets by multiplying 10 by sin x and minus 5 cos x. Then subtracting 6 cos x by 10 multiplied by minus 5 cos x, which is minus 15, no, minus 50 cos x minus 6 cos x, which becomes 10 sin x minus, min 10 sin x minus 56x cos x, sorry. So from that, if you know that tan is sine by cos, and in this you have both sine and cos, and you can get it pretty easy. I've given you a hint and I've opened this bracket and simplified it further for you a few seconds ago. And if you know how to get sine by cos in this equation, it will be very good. Question number 7. 50 cos x plus 25 sin x is equal to 20 cos x plus 10 sin x. Now you will just do 50 cos x minus 20 cos x, which is 30 cos x, plus 25 sin x minus 10 sin x, which is 15 sin x. So it becomes 30 cos x plus 15 cos sin x. And you will solve this question just as you have done question number 6. In this, I've asked you to find tan x and cot x. So if you have the value of tan x, you will easily find the value of cot x by reversing the order. So if you, for example, tan x is 5 by 12, cot x is 12 by 5. Just remember that tan x is sine by cos and cot x is cos by sine. Question number 8. If cos A is equal to m by n, find the value of n multiplied by sine A plus m multiplied by cos A by n multiplied by sine A minus m multiplied by cos A. So in this, I do not need the numerical values. The alphabetical values, which are m and n, would work. So cos A is adjacent over hypotenuse, so the adjacent side to A measures m and the hypotenuse measures n. So then you can but for question number 8, you have to draw a imaginary triangle and then find it. And then if you then you just substitute the values. You don't substitute the value of sine A, which would be like, for example, sine A is equal to n by m. So that then you can do n multiplied by n by m, which is n squared by m. So yeah, that's an example. I need the alphabetical values. You have to simplify it in the end. Just another hint, you can take a triangle which has a right angle at B, and the upper angle, which is the on the other end of the hypotenuse, and which is on the end of a altitude and hypotenuse, the vertex made by the hypotenuse and the altitude. That angle can be B, and the A can be the vertex made by B by the base and the hypotenuse. Question number 9. If cos A is equal to under root 3 by 2, find the value of 1 plus sine squared A by 1 minus tan squared A. So in this, I need the value of A. So if you know if you remember the values of the trigonometric ratios for specific angles, where does in the table does under root 3 by 2 come? So under root 3 by 2 comes in here in cos 30 and sine 60, but the question says that cos A is equal to under root 3 by 2, so I need a value which says cos of this angle is equal to under root 3 by 2. So cos 30 is equal to under root 3 by 2. So now you get the question as cos A is equal to under root 3 by 2 is equal to cos 30. So indirectly cos A is equal to cos 30 and A is equal to 30. Then 1 plus sine squared A which is 30. So 1 plus sine squared A. So for example, sine 30 is half. So half squared is 1 by 4. So 1 plus 1 by 4. That's how you will be doing the ninth question. And question number 10 is just the same as question number 9. So you have for tan A is equal to 1. So where in the table does 1 come in the tan column? So you can find it on your own, and then just substitute the value of A with substitute the value of A in sine A with the value of this A. So that's how you do question number 9 and 10. So best of luck, guys. I'm gonna give you the answers to these 10 questions in the next video. And also one more thing, that if you know the answers, please keep them with you, because the video would be coming out by today or tomorrow. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching, and please subscribe and like the video. Bye.